everybody, Joyce here with the Traveling Gamblers, and I am here with John. Hello, John.
Hello, Joyce.
And John and I are on the Queen Mary 2 Cunard's ocean liner, and we are crossing the Atlantic from Southampton, England to New York. And we are going to do a full ship tour. This ship is quite different from anything that we are used to. It is designed in sections. There's a elevator or hallway A, B, C, and D. So we think the best, most logical, and easiest way for you to understand the layout is to go by each section. So we're going to start with section A. Here we go. We're going to start on deck 2 because deck 1 is in stairway B and stairway C. As you can see on the chart here, we are at the elevator bank, deck 2, stairway A. And these are the places we are going to show you. Out of the elevator and to the right. So a friend of ours, Jason, said if you come out of the elevator and turn right, you will always be facing forward. So this is the direction we want to go in. This is a hallway that goes all the way around. So this is illuminations, but this is not the entrance for the guests. Along the hallways here, they have lots of bits of information. These big boards that tell you lots of things about ocean liners and crossing the Atlantic, and Cunard as a company, and Queen Mary. Very interesting. This hallway will take us back around to where we started. It's just the other side. So it's more of the same, billboards and bits of information. This is the internet room. It's called Connections. And there's a little sign here. If you should require assistance. But this is where you could come and use one of their computers. Of course, you'd have to have your own internet package. The internet on the ship is very different than anything that we've experienced before. And these are bridge/card tables. You can play bridge here, put together puzzles. They have puzzles on the table where you could participate. Just stop and put a piece or two in and then keep going. And they have board games for you to borrow. See Monopoly and chess. Let's take a peek outside. Ooh.
Yeah, because you may have different needs, you know, as your illness progresses.
It's quite the foggy day. And up ahead is the Voyage Sales and World Club office, equivalent to Future Cruise for Celebrity. And here's the Royal Court Theatre. It's currently closed for rehearsals, so we will definitely swing back around and get a shot of that inside. We are on deck 3. The theater spans decks 2 and 3. There's the sound booth in the back, just to give you an idea of the whole place. It's really pretty. Getting ready for our show to start. Every time we tried to come in here to record it, it was closed. And this is beginning stairway B. Let's go down to deck 1 and hopefully we'll find medical. And now we are on deck 1. And the only thing down here on deck 1 is the medical center, which is what I really wanted to show you, and some embarkation lounges. That's what we found. So you go to stairway B, and you come down to deck 1 and make a left. Here's medical. And these are the clinic times. Here's the medical center. For emergencies, dial 911 or 999. And here is all the information in 4 languages: English, French, German, and Spanish. I believe because the primary ports that the Queen Mary goes to are New York, Le Havre, France, and Hamburg, Germany. All written communication on the ship is provided in these 4 languages. And let's go see the other things that are on deck 1 while we're down here. This is the Kensington room, and it says it is the Tender Embarkation Lounge. And on the opposite side is the Knightsbridge room, and it is also a embarkation lounge. And that does it for deck 1. We have completed all of deck 1 and stairway A on deck 2. Now we'll continue at stairway B on deck 2. This is the elevator bank for B. And that over there is the other side of where we just came out of. It's just a big circle that goes around in back of the theater, and what's in front of the theater is the planetarium. So the very, very front of the ship is the planetarium, and next is the theater. And we are now what they would refer to as the mid-forward. And this brings us into the main lobby or guest relations. They have beautiful art on the walls throughout the entire ship. And on this side, it's an older ship, but it really doesn't feel like an older ship to me. It just feels more classic and traditional. The lobby is quite busy. They have this beautiful centerpiece of flowers. Let's do a quick zoom in. It's gorgeous. And to our left is the shore excursions desk. They call it the tour office. That's where you would book any shore excursions that you want, have any questions about existing, and that's also where you would book your transfers to an airport at the end of your cruise. And over there is the purser's office or guest relations. And over here on the right is the casino. But just as a quick glance, you can see the casino itself is quite small. There's 50 machines and 6 tables. And the casino has its own bar. And around the corner over there is the cashier. And I'm gonna turn around and show you, this is the grand lobby staircase, and it's absolutely beautiful. And that goes up to deck 3. Isn't that lovely? And in the evenings they play that piano. It's beautiful. John and I are very impressed. We're very happy with Cunard. I would say for me, the biggest difference is in the engagement with the crew. The crew is lovely. They're very good at what they do. They're very attentive, but they don't interact with us the way that the celebrity crew does. Would you agree with that, John? Okay. So let's take a look at these walls. Again, continuing in the aft direction. Not quite sure what these represent, but they're beautiful. And these, so I believe these represent continents. This is Africa. Back up to get the entire thing. It's absolutely beautiful. So that's Africa. It says so on the plate below. Directly across from Africa is Europe. This one is South America. And opposite of South America is North America. I'm gonna zoom in and let you see if you can find Homer Simpson. He's within this block. I'll move in a little bit more. So if you want to look for him, pause the device here and zoom in and see if you can find him. He's sitting in a chair, I'll tell you that much. And I'm gonna show you where he is. So if you wanna play along and find him, then pause the device here. There he is. Okay, moving on in the aft direction. We're headed towards elevator stairway C. This is the photo gallery. And it's similar to other cruise lines. You tap your screen, you log in to view all of your photos, and then you can purchase whichever ones you want. And just opposite that is the Golden Lion pub. It's the ship's only pub. There are so many lounges, but this is the only one that's a pub. And they serve lunch. They have a set menu. They have fish and chips that are phenomenal. There's your bar. And around noon, they play live music. This is also where they have bingo. It's a great space. Continuing on into stairway C, still on deck 2. Straight ahead is Britannia, and this is the main dining room for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for all the guests that are not in either the Princess Grill or the Queen's Grill. There are 3 entrances. And we'll take a look inside in just 1 second. So I want to show you, here's an elevator or lift for the 2nd level for the dining room. Here's also a staircase to go up there. There's a couple cabins in here. And here is one of the public restrooms just outside of the main dining room on deck 2. And the men's is on the other side. There's also a handicap accessible on the other side as well. So let's go in the center entrance for the Britannia restaurant. Again, this is the main dining for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And this is where you would check in. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon, so it's actually very good timing. It's very pretty. It's really very pretty in here. A couple steps down. And just like any other cruise line, you would have an assigned table, and you can choose whether you have a table for two, or if you want to sit with other people, or if you're with a larger group, they'll make a table for just you. And that's the staircase. This is the center doors that we just walked in. It's very pretty. So decks 2 and 3. Look how beautiful that stained glass ceiling. Very pretty. Again, I don't feel like the ship looks old. Just very elegant and traditional. It's a large dining room. Okay. And let's continue to the back of the dining room. Because I know there's access to something more back here, because John and I have cut through the dining room several times trying to figure out where to go and how to get there. So there's the kitchen. And this is walking into stairway D, still on deck 2. So we've now covered A, B, C, and now we're in D. And this is a different section of the dining room on both sides back here. This is called the Britannia Club. I don't know exactly what that means. The chairs are different. Maybe it's more of an upgraded area. But you can see the chairs are blue velvet instead of all wood.
King's Court alternative, I'd say.
So John said this is a King's Court alternative. We will inquire to see if we can clarify. So that does it for us on deck 2. We'll see you on deck 3. We are on deck 3, stairway A. And these are the places that we will find here. Just came out of the elevators. We're gonna go this way. Again, it's the same on either side. It's just a big loop. And there are more of these. You could literally spend a day going through these. And they're numbered. This one is 99. Isn't that interesting? 97. There's a lot of history, I find, on this ship. So I don't know if you can tell, but we are walking down a ramp. We're walking down to 3L. And this is where we will find the entrance to the planetarium. And there are 2 restrooms just outside the planetarium for your convenience. It's a very pretty entryway. Okay, let's take a look inside. This is the inside of the planetarium. It's fans decks 2 and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Illumination, the largest planetarium at sea. As you are now seated and the show will commence shortly, we would like to inform guests of some important safety.
We were not permitted to record during the planetarium show, so we stayed and watched, and we will pick up the rest of the tour on deck 3 just outside the doors. So here's another staircase that you can go down to the connections, the internet room that I showed you before. And there's lovely seats all along the windows of this corridor. With more great history boards. As you can see, there's the hallway that elevates up, and it continues all the way up to the planetarium. And this will take us up the staircase back to 3. And this is level 3 entrance to the Royal Court Theatre, and the same on the other side. Let's continue in the aft direction on 3. We are now passing stairway B. Here on our left is a watch store. And it goes through to a jewelry store. Back out. Here's a Roberto coin jewelry store. And here's the window to the rest of the watch and jewelry store. That's actually the jewelry designer there behind the counter in the white blouse. She's a guest jewelry designer on board. And this brings us out into the grand foyer, level 3. Let's just take a walk around. This is the elevator bank for stairwell B on deck 3. And more of these lovely, large works of art. We have a purse store, Liberty. Lovely. Over here we have perfume. And cosmetics. And up front, more watches. Liquor and tobacco. And as you can see, that brings us around to the other side where the theater entrance is. So this is just a horseshoe around the stairwell B elevator bank. They also sell sunglasses. And back out to the grand lobby. And there's another store over here. I see Mallorca pearls and Pandora. Let's walk through. Lots of things to buy. case you forget your tie like John did. Okay. So there's lots of retail. I never guessed it's tucked in up here. And let's take a look down into the grand lobby from up here. This is the Queen Mary Bell. It's very cool. And there's the grand lobby from up here. It's really pretty. And over here, what do we have? Champagne bar. Champagne bar. It's very pretty in here. There's a lady over there having tea. And let's continue on 3 in the aft direction. More beautiful large pieces of art. And these are similar to downstairs where they were the continents. These are the 4 seasons. This is winter. You can see the snowflakes. And opposite winter is autumn. All the falling leaves. Absolutely beautiful. And next to autumn is spring. It has to be spring. It's raining and there are flowers. And summer. Continuing on our right is Sir Samuel's, which is another lounge. It's a bar. And on this side is the chart room, which is another lounge. And this is just off of Stairway C on deck 3. And as you can see, they play music here. Isn't it lovely? And of course a bar. There's lots of lounges on this ship. Lots of places to have something to drink. Continuing in the aft direction, Stairway C is the level 3 of the Britannia restaurant. Again, the main dining. There's a lift over there and one on the other side as well. And restrooms just outside of it. And the host or hostess stand. And this is level 3. It's very pretty. Looking down on 2. I would say this is probably the most elegant main dining room I've seen on a ship thus far. Let's continue walking through the dining room on deck 3 because we haven't found Stairway D for deck 3 yet. So since we're continuing in the aft direction, it has to be back here somewhere. And here we go. Here's D, the stairwell for D. And let's see what we have back here. Oh, there's the art gallery. This is the Queen's room. This is where they hold afternoon tea, and in the evening they have live music. Come in and sit and have a cocktail. And this is afternoon tea. We will make it here tomorrow as a guest instead of just recording. And then further back behind the Queen's room, look how pretty. Behind the Queen's room is a dance room called G32. There's a bar, and in the evening they have dancing until late. Look how cool. There's the DJ's booth. And they're actually having some instructional dance right now. Very cool. They're teaching the cha-cha. This is all the way aft on deck 3. Just want to go up these stairs and see what's up here. So this is G32 on deck 4. Very nice. Yet another lounge. So there's not an exit for here. This is just the second level of G39. So we'll go back down on the opposite side.
Yes, absolutely. Ready, New York, and 1.
Look at these cool doors. Looks like a submarine door. And back out into the Queen's room and afternoon tea. And back out the other side. And we will see you on deck 6 because decks 4 and 5 have only staterooms. Here we are on deck 6, stairway D. Because 4 and 5 are staterooms and laundrettes. Those are the laundry rooms, self-service. And on deck 6, the only thing here besides staterooms is the minnows pool and the zone, which we're thinking is probably for the kids, and another laundrette. So we will show you those. They are off stairway D. So we are at stairway D on deck 6, and we're gonna head aft. And I would imagine that the minnows pool is for the kids and the zone. I would say we've seen maybe 3 kids, 4 kids. And they're all very little in strollers. Here's the zone. And door's locked as it should be. Here's the schedule of activities. This gives you an idea of what they do. That will help some. And this is the Minnows pool. Oh, they have a little jungle gym area. Oh, it's freezing out here. It's a family area. Oh, look at that. There's a whole pool and family area. Very nice. That's awesome. So if you have kids, you can take them to the pool where other kids are. Wow, I don't know if you guys can see that. That's just pure white. We are in such dense fog, you can't even see past the railing. Incredible. So immediately to my right, or to the left of the elevator bank, is the gym. Let's take a look at the gym. It is quite busy. So we're just gonna do a quick walkthrough. Just towels. Ellipticals, bikes. Treadmills. More treadmills. Rowers, free weights, and weight machines. There's the elevator bank, so we just walked around in a circle. There are 2 restrooms right outside of the gym. And we're gonna take a quick step outside because it's cold. This is the walking track, deck 7. It goes all the way around. Holy mackerel, is it windy and it's freezing. And when it's nice out, there are lots of deck chairs over there for you to sit. Look at that weather. And up here on our right is the entrance to a stairway that goes upstairs to deck 8 to the beauty salon, where you could get your hair and nails done. And on the opposite side over here is the spa, where you get spa services, facials, massages, things of that nature. And off to the left is the desk where you would check in for your spa services. And straight ahead on our right is a consultation area. And we will be passing by all of the spa service rooms. That will bring you back out into the public areas of the ship. Again, we are on deck 7, starting from stairwell A, headed in the aft direction. And this is the Corinthia Lounge that John and I spend a lot of time. Right now they're doing trivia, so we're gonna just quickly walk through. But look how large the room is. There's a bar. Actually, I'm gonna walk through because I'm going to show you on the other side. Some of the food snacks that they put out. Because it's tea time, it's all sweets. That's a jelly donut.
In karate, what color belt comes right before black?
Just take a look at how large this space is. This would be equivalent to Cafe El Baccio. Coming out of the Corinthia Lounge, we are now in Stairway B. Crossing through. This is King's Court. There's more of the outdoor walking track. Here's your hand washing station. So King's Court is the breakfast and lunch buffet. It's also the dinner buffet, but there's a part of King's Court, the end of it, that we'll show you, that they convert into a King's Court alternative, which is an Asian style restaurant. So this is afternoon tea time. Scones. We can have some tea. And finger sandwiches. Cucumber finger sandwiches, ham and Swiss, pork, applesauce, and sage stuffing, buffalo mozzarella, tomato, and pesto. And that looks like either tuna or chicken salad. And we have assorted cakes and cookies. And on this side, we have some bread and some cold meats and cold cuts for sandwiches. There's a gluten-free section. And condiments, cold cuts, tuna, chicken and corn, egg and mayo, and poached salmon. So all of the tables are always set with utensils, whether it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, or tea time. They have tea time everywhere on this ship. You can have tea time delivered to your room through room service. You can do it the fancy tea time in the Queen's room. In any of the lounges, here's a drink station and more seating for the King's Court. And more seating. And they have these little alcoves so you can sit by the window. Here we are at Stairway C on deck 7, and this is the King's Court alternative. During the day and late night, they have pizza and light bites here. And at dinner time, this is a specialty restaurant. There's a $25 cover, and you need to have reservations. So you can tell that this is the specialty dining area that they convert because it has tablecloths. And it's set up fancy for much nicer dining experience than just the buffet. We have a lot more to learn about Cunard and its dining experiences. We will make some inquiries and see if we can find out some additional information. And this brings us to stairwell D. And when you come out of the elevator, on the left side is Princess Grill. And this is where the guests that are in a Princess Grill suite dine. So So this is where John and I dine. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day of the cruise. You only need to check in the first time, then you know where your seat is and you can just go straight to your seat. It's 4 o'clock, so it's empty, and they're setting up for dinner. It's a very pretty room. And we did a video for breakfast, lunch, and dinner that you can watch separately from the full ship tour. And they have this closed because of the weather, but I just wanted to show you. There's a big open deck with nice seating. Let's go to the other side and show you the Queen's Grill. Just want to show you how beautiful the flowers are. Every table is different. Some tables have white roses and some tables have orchids, but they're fresh flowers on every table. There's the kitchen. And I would imagine because the kitchen is in the middle that it shares a kitchen with the King's Grill. And again, they have, as a reminder, they have 2 different suite levels on this ship, the Queen Mary 2. One is the Princess Grill and the other is the Queen's Grill. And those are the 2 different levels, the Queen's Grill being the highest or the bigger suites. And they have 2 separate dining rooms. This is the Queen's Grill. I'll take a quick walk through. It's not really any different, except it has red chairs. It's a little smaller. Very pretty. And this is the Queen's Grill restaurant, dining room. And just opposite the Queen's Grill is the Grill Lounge. And that is the lounge for Princess Grill and Queen's Grill guests. And it's just a lounge with its own bar. It's just opposite the entrance to the Queen's Grill. Very pretty. It's very quiet in here. The piano. Beautiful bar. The decor of the ship is really pretty. The only thing that I think dates it is some of the carpet. But other than that, I think it's just lovely. Okay, that does it for us on deck 7. We'll see you on deck 8. Here we are on deck 8, stairway A. And located on deck 8 are just a few public areas. Forward, off of stairway A, are the beauty salon, the bookshop, and the library. We'll show you that. And then we will go to D and show you the terrace pool and bar and the veranda restaurant. So just off of A, to our immediate left, is Mariel Wellness and Beauty. And it is the entrance to the salon. Waiting area. There's the salon, and it goes down to the spa. Let's take a quick peek. You can get your hair washed and colored, set, get your nails done. And they have lots of products. They sell keratin. A lot of salons on the ship sell keratin. And back out of the spa and salon area, it's the beauty salon. Just opposite is the bookshop. And there's all about the king. It's a cute little bookstore. So if you forget a good book to bring, and they have some cute games, Legos and things like that. Very cute. And then back over here is the library. How cute is this? And they have a daily Sudoku and crossword puzzle here for you. And here's a chart that tells you how to find something you might be interested in by category. 2 books per person. All port guides are for future ports and are for reference only and cannot be removed from the library. These are travel guides. Isn't this pretty? Oh, it's really large. Way bigger than I expected it to be. Reading corner is very nice. And there's the bookstore again. So you can go from the bookstore straight through to the library. You just need to return your books by 2 p.m. the day before disembarkation. We came in over there, down that hallway, and here's the other hallway. Okay, now we are going to walk to the back of the ship and gonna find the veranda restaurant and the terrace pool and bar. All right, let's go down this long hallway. Here we are on deck 8, stairway D. And this is all the way aft. And what we will find here, the veranda restaurant and the terrace pool and bar. Okay, let's take a look. Coming off the elevator bank to your immediate right is the veranda. This is a specialty restaurant and it has a charge of $30 per person for lunch and $50 per person for dinner. It is a seafood and steak house. It says that there's no thoroughfare. There is a ladies' and men's restroom. Very nice. It's quite large. Bigger than I expected it to be. Hello. And here's the bar and the waiting area. And here's an exit to the terrace bar. So this is the terrace bar and pool. They're doing some kind of a tour or something. Not exactly pool weather. So this is the outdoor pool, and there are 2 hot tubs. And this is an outdoor smoking area. Okay. And this is the staircase to go up to the grill's terrace, if you wanted to go up from here. But you can also always go to the elevator and go up deck 11. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up. It lets us know what you like, and it really helps out the channel significantly, and we appreciate it. And that does it for us on deck 8. We will see you on deck 9. And here we are on deck 9, stairway A, all the way to the forward of the ship. And on 9 forward, we will find Churchill's, the boardroom, and the Commodore Club. And to your immediate left when you come out of the elevator, here is the Commodore Club. It's just another lounge. Not just, but there's a piano, so obviously they play music. People reading and playing cards. Of course, there's a bar. It's a lovely space.
Also, comments on Eurovision. Behind the scenes.
And this is Churchill's. And this is a cigar smoking room, believe it or not. And they have a humidor where you can purchase cigars. And you can sit here. It smells like a cigar room. But it doesn't smell like anything outside. It's interesting. An actual smoking room on a cruise ship. And there's a side entrance here as well. So if you don't want to go through the Commodore room, it's called Churchill Cigar Lounge. And just outside is the gentleman's restroom. And I would imagine on the other side is the ladies' restroom. This is called the Scenic Elevator, and it's on decks 7, 8, 9, and 11. And it's quite the view. And coming out of the Commodore Club, heading down the hallway on deck 9 still, headed in the aft direction, right here on our left is the Concierge Lounge. This is for the Princess Grill and Queen's Grill guests only. And the concierge has certain hours. They have tea time in here. You can just come in and relax. There are other people in here, so I'm just gonna not talk and just show you around a little bit. They have snacks over here every day. And that's where they set up the scones for tea time as well. And they have full setup for tea. And they have a Lily coffee maker, so if you prefer to have coffee. And there's some juices down there. And that's the Concierge Lounge. That does it for deck 9. Only staterooms on deck 10. We will see you on deck 11. Stairway A. That's all the way forward. And here we have the Atlantic room. There's a laundrette we can show you, and the observation deck. And then all the way aft is the grill's terrace. Okay, let's go take a look. Out of the elevator to your immediate left, and then straight ahead is the Atlantic room. And it says, welcome bridge players, daily bridge sessions. Very cool. Let's take a look inside. So they have refreshments set up. And they have a projector set up over here for teaching lessons. Very cool. Give you a full look of the room. Okay, let's see if we can find the observation deck. So just outside of the bridge room, or the Atlantic room, is two restrooms. And back out into the hallway. Passenger alleyway. The observation deck is closed due to high winds. Boo. We're coming out on deck 11 and headed in the aft direction because we're looking for the laundry room. And we found it. So you just come around the corner. It's at the back. It's nothing fancy. There's 3 machines. 3 washers on the bottom and 2 dryers on the top. And here are the laundry sheets on the wall. You just put 1 sheet in with your laundry. And they provide an ironing board and an iron. There's 2 in each room. And there's, I think, 5 of these. They also provide laundry baskets for you to use. And I believe they are on decks 4, 5, 6, 10, and 11. Okay, we're gonna go aft on 11. We'll see you there. So here we are on deck 11, stairway D. And here we are going to see the grill's terrace. Okay, out of the elevator and to your immediate left. This area is for the grill guests only. Princess Grill and Queen's Grill. So you have some lounge chairs under cover, as well as out in the open. And one hot tub. Somebody was enjoying it today. There's a lot of used towels. There's a shower. And that's it. So this would be considered your retreat sun deck for suites on any of the celebrity ships. So Celebrity definitely has this one beat. And there is a staircase over here. We should go up to deck 12 at this point. This must be that long staircase that we saw from deck 8 from the pool. Yes, it is. You can go down to the pool area from here. That would be the terrace pool and bar. So that's what you can do, is you can access the bar from here. Aha. And let's see where this staircase takes you. So this takes you up to deck 12. Let's go up to deck 12 forward and start from there, and we'll see you there. Now we are at deck 12, stairway B, and this is where the shuffleboard, the fairways, and the pavilion pool and bar are located. Here's the entrance here. This is the indoor pool. We have ping pong and some seating. So there's 2 tables and some lounge chairs, and the pool, which is slightly heated, and 2 hot tubs. It's nice, they put the towels on the chair, like Celebrity. It's interesting, it's like a solarium. There's a shower and restroom for the ladies, and a shower and restroom on the other side for the men. Baby changing facility. And the fairways. This must be the check-in desk for the fairways. This is it. Simulator courses. Here you go. It's the fairways. Flight scope. So there's yet another thing to do. And they have a chart here that tells you what simulator courses they have. Okay, so that's the pool and the golf fairways. Let's go back out onto 12 and continue in the aft direction. heading back out on 12. If you haven't done so already, we would love to have you join us and subscribe to our channel. It is a free and easy way for you to help support us. If you watch our channel and enjoy our videos anyway, just hit subscribe and then hit the notification bell. That will let you know of any new videos that we post. We've been incredibly lucky with the seas for our entire trip, both ways. Oh, look, there's the name. Queen Mary 2. She is a lovely ship, and I absolutely recommend her. This has been a great experience, and we've thoroughly enjoyed it. Wouldn't you say, hon?
It was great. Exceeded my expectations.
It did, exceeded mine as well. I think a lot of people use the term stuffy, and I don't think so at all. Just, it's more British, if that makes sense.
Where's the kennel? Some dogs over there.
Oh, there's the kennel. That's where they keep their puppies when they bring them on board.
If you have your time, you guys are invited.
Okay.
7 to 8 o'clock.
PM.
PM, yeah, tonight.
Okay.
Aw, it's a place for your babies to go. That's interesting.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
My name is Oliver. I'm the kennel master.
Oh, hi.
Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm doing this for 12 years already.
Oh, how nice.
We have a
Best
YouTube channel, so we're.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh,
So we're doing a full ship tour.
good.
Do you want to put
Do
the
you
kennel
have
in?
some kind of
Yeah.
business
Yeah.
card so I can search for your...
Yeah.
Please include my kennel. I want to
Oh,
show
can
the
you
whole
put the show the
world.
kennel?
You're on there now. Traveling Gamblers,
And
yes.
please follow hashtag QM2 Kennels. That's it.
QM2 Kennels.
Okay,
Alright.
okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll follow this.
Thank you. So this is the Boardwalk Cafe. Let's show you what they have. And this is all included. No extra charge for this. On sea days from 12 to 3 and port days from 12 to 4:30. And on a nice day, this would be a great space. This brings us to the very aft of deck 12. There's an area where the owners can take their pets to give them a little exercise and visit with them. And after this, we will see you on deck 13. Here we are on deck 13, stairway A, all the way forward on the ship. And the only thing here is the lookout. And then we will go aft to see the sports center and the sun deck. So there's a staircase on both sides. Let's go over here and up this staircase. This is the lookout. Very cool. We come out the stairs and go up this staircase here. The very top and the very forward of the ship. There's a couple other people up here with us. Wow. Now there's the bridge. And look at that. Can go all the way around. Goodness gracious. So that's the back of the ship. And that's where we're headed, to New York. It's a little chilly, but not too bad. Now this is the sports deck. So this is deck 13, so that was technically, I guess, 13 and a half up there. So as I said, this is your sports deck. This is where you would play shuffleboard and something in this netted enclosure space. I'm not sure what you would play there. Okay, my friends, maybe pickleball. With that and this beautiful view with the fog yet again rolling in as we approach Nantucket, we have one more sea day tomorrow. That does it for us for our full ship tour of the Queen Mary 2, Cunard Cruise Lines. We hope so much that you have enjoyed this video. We have loved showing it to you. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate your support. And as always, we hope you have a wonderful day.